the world is bloodshot eyes. She's spilling blood from distant lines. On the war, no compromise. There ain't no time for rearranging. Help me, Jesus, help me clean my world. Said he get out here. Please don't become a bit of mine. Said it happens every time. That's how the story goes. There's the sound goes. I'm all over you. Damn my mind, yeah. Oh, knock it down. Back on black is me a heart attack. In the silence, face is deadly. Choose to kill with a simple will. That's too far, fast and steady. Help me, Jesus, help me clean my world. Said he get out here. Bleed his soul becomes a bit of mine. Said it happens every time. That's how the storm goes. There's the sound goes. I'm over you. Time to live it. The fate won't give me a break in my self-control. Got to rise with these bloodshot eyes, but I keep falling without stones. Help me, Jesus, help me clean my wounds. Said he get out here. Bleeding soul becomes a bit of mine. Said it happens every time it's over. That's how the story goes. Live the thousand days. We all need sin we're always made. Baby, oh baby, baby,
Yes, indeed, opening up Donington Monsters of Rock 95 and, of course, kicking off Headbangers Ball. That was Corrosion of Conformity live on stage at Monsters of Rock. And hot off stage, they're joining me here right now. Woody,
Yes.
Pepper, welcome back to Headbangers
Why,
Ball.
thank you.
And the adrenaline's still surging, so
Yes, ma'am.
how did it go for you
The
this
beer's
morning?
still flowing. Well, you know, we had time to drink several beers before we went on, and
Way to get up at
that's all we
9,
needed.
some shit like that.
That's pretty early. How'd you get into a gig at that sort of time in the morning?
It's easy when you walk out
Alcohol.
on stage and there's, 55,000 kids out there
Yeah.
going, yeah! It's like, no
Now,
problem.
what were your expectations of this gig? Because I, for one, was so
I didn't
pleased
have a
to
clue.
see so
didn't
many
know.
people in the arena at like 11:30 in the
Yeah,
morning.
it was packed, man.
It was killer, man. I mean, I didn't know. I know I wouldn't be up at 11 o'clock. I don't care who's playing, But obviously they showed up, so thanks a lot for coming, man.
Now this is, I think you're just saying to me, this is like the biggest concert you've ever played.
For the most people, yeah, no doubt about it.
And there's a lot of kind of mystery and legends surrounding Donington Monsters of Rock. So what
I used to
is?
read about it when I was a kid, man. The whole Iron Maiden, AC/DC
Maiden.
shit. I was like, man, I wish I could get over there. 17 years old, but so we finally did it.
Yeah, and now you're playing it, and the great thing is that you were here at the personal request of Metallica. What did that mean to you?
A lot.
That meant everything.
Those guys are
They
cool,
totally
man.
set us up, and doing the club thing was killer.
Yeah, that
you know?
was just before Donington, and you played with them in the
couple
club.
nights ago.
Brilliant.
I mean, just that's not too often you get to see Metallica in a 1,000-seat club.
I was there, and I was like so honoured to be there. It's fantastic,
They
wasn't
were
it?
amazing, yeah,
Good.
it was awesome.
Now this is, I think I'm right in saying, your last show on the Deliverance
It is our
album.
very last show. We're done. We're going home now and writing another record. We're starting all over, man, so we can do it again.
Good. And have you got any new material written?
Yep. A lot.
Tell us a little bit about any direction or any kind of trend in the new material.
It's just going to be the same kind of you know, we always try and write songs and let the song be itself and don't try and control it, you know. So, Lord, we got a couple of weird directions we're going in, so it'll definitely work, you know. What we know we want to do, but we get in the studio and it all gets jumbled up and screwed up and the whole 9 yards.
Good. So, just to finish off with your impression of Donington '95, how would you sum it up in a couple of sentences?
Over
Alcohol abuse.
alcohol abuse. Where's the weed?
And you were pleased with your live performance?
Yeah, it was more. It was more than I expected, you know. For what I had no idea what to expect.
I was pleased
so.
with the crowd, you know. That's all I care about.
Excellent. And so I guess there's more alcohol abuse on the agenda for the rest of the day.
It's coming up.
All right.
As soon as we're done with this, man, back to the abuse.
All right. Well, thank you to Woody and Pepper for joining me. It's always nice talking to you guys, and well done today.
Thank you.
And right now we are going to show you another excerpt of COC live on stage, kicking Donington Monsters of Rock into gear. This is the last time you'll see them on the Deliverance album, so check it out.
Ow.
It's great to see people get together and just start partying. It's just like freedom, you know? That's what it feels like.
Sure.
We're having fun now. We're not supposed to. Isn't it lovely? I'm a children, that's chronic. Attracted to my heart. I'm guilty. I can't go. I follow. And show you. You're my guy. I'm someone. No one cares if you're stressed. You won't ever fit me. You'll never look at you like that. We're all driving the system. Cause the right life is a right. Radio blasted. Got your head in the final ride. Let's get high, get wasted. Let's get high, get wasted. Let's get high, get wasted. Let's get high, get wasted.
There you go, Warrior Soul, rockin' Donington 1995, and here are the guys in person. I've got Alex, Corey joining me here, and Space Age Playgirl here in a fantastic Warrior Soul t-shirt. This is Amy Louise. So welcome back to Headbangers Ball. It's always great to see you guys fresh off stage at Donington in front of Lord knows how many people. How did it go?
It went really, really well. We're happy to be here, and I think it went as well as we could have expected. It's like not even the crack of noon for us. This is not even, I haven't even had a bagel.
It's a bit, I know, I was going to say, it's a bit early for you guys.
I know, we're kind of used to the dark, but you wear shades. This is not to be a rock star. This is very necessary. You don't want to see behind here, believe me. No way.
Now, Corey, you're kind of long-term friends with Metallica, aren't you? And what did it mean to you to be handpicked for this bill by the guys?
Well, I thought it was really nice, and it was nice seeing James and Lars the other night. So it was really, it's nice that people are, thinking of us and like us and actually do things to help us out now. It's a weird feeling, but it's cool. It's about time. Thanks.
I agree with that, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, this is probably the biggest show you've played by far, isn't it? Did you take any different approach to it? I know you've always got a really good energy on stage, but how did you kind of try and push that across right to the back?
Well, we had to get up for a 12 noon show, so, I mean, and that's no excuse. Poor Fussy. But it's... in that sense, you just got to get up and do it, It's like, and that's the approach we took. Period.
Just totally went for it.
Yeah.
So now, with regards to the album, it's out in America, which is good news for you guys, and
Yeah.
I believe that you're getting a pretty good response.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I got to be honest, I'm pretty surprised at the response at radio, especially, I hate to use the word alternative, but everybody knows what it means. And we got about, just before we left, actually, I think we had about 60 to 70 ads in one week.
Oh, congratulations.
At Alternative. So that's kind of cool for us, and as Corey said, and he's always saying before, that the band's been conceived as a metal act, so we're not really granola munchers, but I mean, certainly alternative radio is picking up on it, and that's only good for us.
I'm very pleased to hear that. Now, as far as Europe goes, Space Age Playboys has pretty much run its course, I think. Are you already kind of in the mode of writing new material for the next record?
We're definitely writing material. We have about 30 germ ideas that are sitting there, but there's still a single left on this album that we want to put out in Europe, and
Are we going to get a video for that?
probably. And I think because it's just come out in America, the story's not finished with the album, so we're going to build on that. We're going to be working on the other record, and we'll probably have some release towards Christmas that might be something different than like a actual studio record, but sometime early next year we should have a new release.
Fantastic. Okay, so just to finish up, Alex, your kind of final impressions of being here at Donington and how you're going to spend the rest of your day.
And the rest of the day, I just want to just soak it up, man, and just go out front and see how it really sounds. That's great to be here.
Good. All right, well, lots of luck to you. Thank you for joining me.
All right.
And we'll, of course, be seeing Warrior Soul live on stage at Donington Monsters of Rock right now. Check them out.
Bathroom stalls. I'm fire, please. So pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, get up. What is gonna be if they do the game, but I just need a little to get by. All that the money that I don't do well, don't wanna know but I don't have, that's why. Live breathe one like a loading gun, but don't say I'm fucking back you sword. Don't need a red, I'm feeling it. Gotta make the rest of go inside. Introspection, come on then. Can't tell right from wrong. Fed up with this false and stuff. Gone on for too long. 1,000 lies been told 1,000 times. The words we hear, we cannot sing one time. 1,000 lies been told 1,000 times. Hard as hell, the power to survive. Get on! What are you gonna win if they do look at? Can't believe some of the things he sees. Play God, kill it down to the feet. Cause the power is the things that he is. You need on a crack fire from the bottle that I put in shell. From the lava don't violence in the city of a concrete hill. Introspection, termination, can't tell right from wrong. Fed up with this whole system, gone on for too long. You tell 1,000 lies, been told 1,000 times. The words we hear, but we cannot sing one time. 1,000 lies, been told 1,000 times. Hard as hell, the power to survive. Alright y'all, get ready, get your skins, get your bitches, get your beer, cause we're gonna do it like this. I got Batman's a scum, I got one hell of blow, and I'm about to go get lifted. Yes, I'm about to go get lifted. I got myself a 40, I got myself a joint. I'm about to go and fuck it. Yes, I'm about to go and fuck. Donington, everybody from the back to the front, bounce the fuck up and down. Fuck it up, fuck it up. Bodies are weird if they do the case. Look at mother when only get for it free. We play it back, you'll let down to the free book on the power. The dirty dirt. It's all of the white temple when the soul's burning over oil. But I didn't got no feeling. The motherfuckers so much more. Introspection, termination, can't tell right. Fed up with this false system. Got off for too fucking long. 1,000 lies, been told 1,000 times. The words we hear, but we cannot sing one time. 1,000 lies, been told 1,000 times. Hard as hell, so
coming to you from Donington, Monsters of Rock 95, Europe's most prestigious rock event. And actually, I think we should change the name of the show to Machine Headbangers Ball, because these guys, we've caught up with them so many times over the last few months. And joining me here at Donington, of course, I've got Adam and Logan. So always lovely to see you guys. You played today in front of probably, is that the biggest crowd ever for you guys?
It's the biggest one except for Dynamo.
Dynamo. Oh, Dynamo, of course. That was a huge crowd as well. So how did it go today? Because unfortunately, Chris is still not very well. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. He's at home tending to illness that he had that sent him home from Japan. But I mean, we had Walter come out to Australia with us, and he came through like a champ then. And today he came through like Mike Tyson.
Brilliant. What an experience for him. Brilliant.
Oh yeah. Well, for him too. I mean, he got to play in front of 70,000 people for the first time. That's a feeling that you can't describe unless you do it.
Absolutely. So what have you heard about Donington before you came here, Logan? Because it has quite a reputation.
Yeah, it's like something we've heard about for a lot of years, and it's just this big thing that we thought we'd be lucky if we could ever just come out here and just to see the show, and it's like, and that's pretty amazing. Like you said, is the most prestigious event in Europe, and I would say it's the most prestigious concert we've ever had the opportunity to play, and so it's amazing. We were nervous, we were excited, all that, and then we felt confident about Walter, so that wasn't a problem on top of it, but it went well. It's good.
And of course, handpicked by Metallica. What does that mean to you?
Well, back when I was growing up and I was a young metalhead.
You still
Metallica. Are? Yeah, I still am. But I mean, back in the day when I was half the age that I am now, I used to look up and worship Metallica. I was a little Metallica head, and then Exodus and Slayer came out, around the same time back in the day, and I still love those bands, until today. And I mean, aside from that, we'd like to thank everybody throughout Europe that has supported us through this last year of touring. And Chris couldn't be here and everything, but I know he thanks you too, and he appreciates your support that you've given him, even though that he hasn't been able to make some of these shows and everything.
Thank you. So this is pretty much winding up Burn My Eyes campaign in Europe, right? What happens next, very quickly, for Machine Head?
A couple of shows in California, at home, and in LA for before Foundations, and then we've got a States tour. It looks like we're going to go out in the middle of October for about 6 or 7 weeks headlining in the States, and then stop to continue writing. We've been writing right now. We have 5 new songs, and it's going all right. So yeah.
Fantastic. Well,
it's been a great year though. Europe and the UK has been amazing for us, and we'll be back next year, and we're staying longer. So.
And you couldn't have finished on a better note, could you?
No.
Nope.
Not at all.
None better than the most prestigious metal festival in the UK.
Good. So enjoy the rest of your day at Donington. We'll see you down at our party, I hope, a little bit later on.
You definitely will see us
Machine Head never miss a party.
Oh, no.
And also, please send my best wishes to Chris and say get well soon from me. And also say hi to Rob when you see him.
We'll do that for
you.
you.
Thank you. All right. There you go. That was Adam and Logan, all about Donington 1995. And right now we are going to show you a little bit of Machine Head playing live on stage at Monsters of Rock, concluding the Burn My Eyes campaign. Fantastic performance. Check it out.
And we never drink the blood of holy swine. If you're anemic, the blood turn into wine. Old man dead. If only it is sanity, the laughing of their memory. Jesus word. Lie in the brain, every thought you're weakening. I'm sympathy for the rain that also feel. And in the time I will want something to pray. Destroy all from the known of the arcade. Come on, hold man dead. If only it is sanity. Come on!
It's really strange. For some reason, it never seems different playing a club or an arena or a festival to me. Like everyone's like, "Oh, are you nervous because there's so many people?" For some reason, a club makes me more nervous and seems weird. I mean, these things are just like, it's a sea of people, and you don't even, you forget they're people after a while. Just, you know.
Piece of fiction nail, take the pain of the heart, racing through, now starting to be coated. When I am here, miracle over. Come on, turn me on, yeah. What do you electric head? I know. Turn me on, yeah. What do you electric head? I know. We all go down for the shadow. Demo, see, running wild and below. Hey, Jesus, back the beat to the flowing. Sugar land, pay for what you're doing. Get inside, get in there. Well, leave on in your, baby, I don't care. Get inside, get in there. Do the things fall everywhere. Turn me on, yeah. Well, leave it. Head out! What do you look? Head out! Hey! Get inside and get it, hey. Well, leave all in your, baby, I don't care. Get inside, get in there. See the big spot, hey. Turn me on, yeah. Well, leave it, hey, now. Turn me on, yeah. Well, leave it, hey, now. We all go down for a piece of watching up fun to the corrosion. Back the beat to the fun. Now it's all I will. Turn me on, yeah. What do you let? Head out. Turn me on. What do you let?
White Zombie making a welcome return to Europe for the first time in about 3 years. There they were, live on stage at Donington Monsters of Rock 95, and joining me now in person, I've got Rob, and I'd like to welcome you back to Headbangers Ball, Rob, and thanks for taking time to talk to us. Fresh off stage, looking back at that, what was probably a blur, how did it go?
It was cool. I mean, I can only judge it by the audience, and they seem to be into it, so it's fine with me.
They certainly did. Now, what kind of things had you heard about this festival before you came here? Because it's kind of a bit of a legendary festival around the world, not only in Europe.
Yeah, you hear all kinds of stuff that people, urinate into bottles and throw them on stage, and throw dead pigs on stage, and people get crushed to death, and all kinds of stuff. All that.
But actually, I have to say, today has been such a nice atmosphere. I've been out in the crowd and everybody's having a brilliant time. I think the weather helps.
Yeah, it's a lot more mellow than I thought it would be.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the record, because Astro Creep 2000 is really bucking the trend stateside. You're really flying the flag for hard rocking music in America. Why do you think it's been such a success?
I don't know. It's really strange. I mean, we thought maybe it would do okay, but hard rock and metal seems so dead in the U.S. that when it came out and it just hung in the top 10 for almost 3 months, and it's almost double platinum in such a short time, I don't know. It was very, very weird.
Well,
I don't know.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I think the kids are ready again, and they're sick of everything.
So I'd like to kind of ask you, you've been playing on tour in the States quite a bit as well in the past few months. How have the new songs actually worked out in the live environment?
I mean, they worked out great. I mean, a lot of the songs for the new record we wrote with playing live in mind, because we toured so much on the last record and we knew we would do it again, that's what we were thinking when we were writing and recording, so they worked, perfect.
Okay. So what are the plans for White Zombie, just to finish up with, because we've had the video More Human Than Human gone down a storm here on Headbangers Ball in Europe. Any more plans for further touring or another video?
Oh, well, we just finished a video for Electric Head Part 2. And then we're going to finish up this festival tour, go to Australia, New Zealand, do another tour of the States, then come back and do a headlining thing of Europe.
Great. Will that be early next year, do you think?
Right after Christmas, I think.
Well, we look forward to that.
Cool.
So just really to finish, your impression here at Donington Monsters of Rock in the sunshine, how are you going to spend the rest of your day?
I'll probably watch all the bands, although I would like to go to sleep most of all. But I want to see what happens when Slayer plays and Metallica and that many people.
Well, congratulations for today, and I'd like to pass on a special congratulations to Sean, because I don't know if you know, but she is, in my reckoning, only the second woman to ever appear at Donington Monsters of Rock in its 14-year history, so that's quite an achievement for her.
Funny, that's cool.
All right, well, thank you to Rob for joining me. We're going to see some more White Zombie live here at Donington Monsters of Rock 95, and then after that we'll be going to a little commercial break, but stick around. Still to come, Slash's Snake Pit. See you after the break.
Yeah! Come on! Yeah! It's a routine to see. We live it down to see that came round to it again. Now for now, too far the truth. Never see the demon walk to. Bring us in with 2 pounds of rap. Close to feeling. Devil man, devil man, devil man, devil man, devil man, devil man. Oh! Well, how deep is the cow live? Look at the river Styx. Do you know, do some of the things? See now, supernova fire. We go there, you look at that. See the guy with sick now, so with love adventure. Yeah! Devil man, devil man, devil man, devil man, devil man, call him devil man.